Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, and this is Veeam 13 full course, and this is part 10th video in this course. So in today's session we are going to deep dive into one of the most important and widely used backup method, which is forward incremental backup. So this is must known concept if you are working in backup infrastructure, VMware environment, or any production infrastructure. So not only I will explain the concept in detail, but I'll also going to show you the complete hands-on lab demo step by step. So by end of this video you will clearly understand what is forward incremental backup is, how it's work internally, how to restore operations basically work if you try to restore incremental backups, and also we are going to discuss about real world use cases, advantage and limitation of incremental backup, and how to configure in Veeam 13. So let's start with the very first and basic question. So what is forward incremental backup is? So forward incremental backup is a method where the very first backup is always going to be a full backup. After that, Veeam does not take full backup again every time. So instead of only captures the changes from the data blocks, whatever changes is done in from the last backup. So this is known as an incremental backup. So rather than backing up the entire machine repeatedly, Veeam basically saves only the change which is done from the last backup, and it only going to take that changes backup. So this makes process very efficient in term of storage and performance, since it does not go to take backup a full machine backup again and again. So this is, now let's understand how the backup chain look like. So structure is basically a full backup, then incremental 1, incremental 2, incremental 3, and so on till the time you reach your basically what you call retention policy, based on retention policy. So each incremental backup depends on the full basically the original full backup and then all previous incremental files. This dependency is very important to understand because it directly affect your restore operations. So let's understand how this works internally. So let's break it down in a step by step. So on the first step, basically Veeam creates a full backup file which is VBK extension, Veeam backup extension, and then next time when you run the backup, Veeam checks that data has changed since the last backup and creates the incremental file uh, which is VIB extension. So every subsequent backup only store the changes, so the change keeps growing incrementally depending on your restore points, how many restore points. And now here is the key point: if you want to restore the latest version of your data, Veeam needs to basically restore the full backup plus all the incremental backup in chain, which is till the time your restore point. So basically if you talk about restore point, so let's understand the restore point also. If you are basically restoring the latest restore point, Veeam will read the full backup in all the incremented till the latest point, which I have already explained. And if you are restoring the older restore point, Veeam will read full backup in incrementals up to the specific time period when you want to, till the time you want to restore your restore point. So the longer the chain, the more data Veeam has to process during the restore. And let's talk about the simple real life example. So let's make it very simple with the real world example. Imagine you have a virtual machine with 100 GB, and then day 1 you took a full backup of 100 GB, then only 5 GB data change, so incremental backup is 5 GB. Day 2 3 GB data changes, so incremental backup is 3 GB. So total your storage capacity is going to be used 100 plus 5 plus 3, which is 108 gig. And now compared to daily full backup 300, it's going to be only take 108 gig. This is a huge difference, and this is the forward incremental backup widely used in the production basically. So let's talk about where it is used. So first, small and medium businesses, they usually have a limited storage and need efficient backup solution. Second, remote office bandwidth is limited, so transfer only data on the network which is required basically. And third, daily backup strategy. Most organizations follow the pattern: weekly backup, weekly full backup, and daily incremental backup. So now advantage, let's quickly look on the benefit and limitation. So forward incremental backup save lot of storage space, which we have seen in last example. Backup operations are faster because of the less data need to be processed, and reduce network usage, minimize the disk IOs, and perfect for the daily backup. Limitation, now the important part is limitation. So restore can be slower because it's depend on full chain, and there is a dependency risk also. One of the incremental backup gets corrupted, restore chain is going to be completely affected. So proper storage and monitoring are very important if you are using the incremental backup. So this is my lab environment which we have deployed throughout this course. So we have a multiple ESXi host with a sufficient RAM and resources, a vCenter server appliance managing the environment, and there is a domain controller handling the Active Directory and DNS, and most important, we have a Veeam Backup and Replication server, and then we have a Hyper-V server also. So let me show you this in action. So before we jump into the action, one of the critical concept must need to be understand basically. So this is what I'm going to show you in the demo. So in Veeam 13, incremental backup is by default behavior. You don't need to explicitly basically select it. So many people get confused because they accept to basically expect to see the options like full backup, incremental, reverse incremental, but Veeam 13 the UI is simplified. If you do nothing, Veeam automatically runs forward incremental backup. However, you have option to take synthetic full backup and active full backup. You are not located in basically now this synthetic and full backup is located in advanced setting, and not directly on the main storage space. So if you want to see the backup mode incremental, it's completely if you don't see basically a backup mode incremental while you configure the backup jobs, it is completely normal. So let me show you in my demo environment. So let me go to my Veeam. So this is my Veeam server. So if I go here and let's try to create a backup job. Yesterday we created this backup job in last video. So let me go here and just try to create a backup jobs for Veeam, VMware virtual machine, and I'll type to create let's say VM01 underscore backup. Let me click next, and then if you select the virtual machine here, let me select one of the virtual machine from my production environment. So now if I click next, storage, so directly it will ask you storage, and then guest processing, and then schedule backup, and you are done. So basically there is no option to select incremental. However, this is default nature of Veeam, so which we have discussed. So if I go on advanced job setting, you should be able to see the synthetic full backup periodic. You can schedule it for basically for Saturday, or maybe any of the day you want. So let's say monthly if you want, you can select weekly if you want. So every day you can select, or you can select weekdays, or you can select these days. So depending on your requirement, you can select the synthetic and full backup also. There is an option for this, but you don't have option for basically to configure a incremental backup. So let me show you this job. So this job is since by default it create the incremental job, so backup. So let me run this backup and show you how it's work basically. So if I show you, this is my backup repository, so where my backups are stored basically. So if I go to backup, this is my job name. So you can see here this is my job name, and if I go here, you should be able to see my incremental files. So these are let me open the extension also, so you should be able to see the extension. Show file name extension. So if I show you, this is VBK is a full backup file which we have seen, and then VIB is your incremental backup. So first backup is always going to be your full backup, and rest everything is going to be incremental, which I have explained here. So if I show you full backup and then incremental 1, 2 and 3 and so on. So this is what we have. So all the backups, first backup is going to be a full, and then rest is going to be incremental. So let me show you. Once this is started, we will have one more incremental backup in place with today's date. So let the backup start. So running, if I go here, and you should be able to see here incremental, so you can see incremental backup is running, and almost I think you can see here at almost 2 minutes it's still running. So it's basically processing, and create VM snapshot is done for VM1, and now it's processing with the hard disk. Here you can see here, and CBT is the change block tracker which is running here, and it should be done for second machine also. So second machine also CBT is enabled, so which is tracking the last changes from the full backup, previously incremental backup, because now it has to run incremental backup from the last backup point. So now you can see within 2 minutes backup job is completed almost. And if I show you here successful, so you can see the first backup was full backup, and it has processed approx 41 gig of data, basically read and transfer approx 26 gig, and it took basically 15 minutes. Now since these are the incremental backups, so it will be a less time to run these backup. So you can see only 2 minutes, and the data process is 93 GB, but read it 306 only, and transfer is 91. So that's why this is most recommended process to take backup in larger infrastructure where you want to keep your backup window less. So now you can see this is also completed, and it took approx less than 3 minutes, and the data transfer is only 111 MB. So this is good. Now if I refresh this, I should have one more incremental backup created in chain, and you can see the date. We just created this incremental 5, and the size is approx 63 MB only. Now if I want to restore this point, then what Veeam will do, Veeam will restore full backup and then all the incremental backup till this restore point. So this is what I wanted to explain in this video and go through. So in the real environment, keep weekly full backup synthetic or active, or daily incremental. Always monitor your backup chain. This is the takeaway from this video. So in this session we have covered everything about forward incremental backup in Veeam 13. We understand the concept, internal working process, restore process. Also we discuss about the advantage, limitation, real world example, and also we have seen the hands-on lab configuration. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe me for more videos, and if you have any query, any question related to this, you can always post me my given mail ID. Thank you once again. Bye bye.